This might be a stupid question, but there are no stupid questions, right?
We're going to find out.
There we go. The fact that you got, I mean, it would seem to me perhaps a game you've got a kind of a banged up quarterback and a rookie backup, and you might want to lean on the ground game. It's not the first time, we've kind of been in this situation before. I'm sure the Packers have an idea of that, but it seems like the multiplicity of your guys' run game allows you to still have success when they know you're going to run. They just don't know how you're going to run. Is that accurate?
Huh. It's quite the question. I'm a UPS guy. Wow. I think our coaches do a fantastic job with our run game. We do a whole bunch of stuff. We attack defenses in a bunch of different ways, whether it's with tight ends, wide receivers, fullbacks, running backs. Everybody has a chance to carry the ball. And just the way that they set them up, all of our runs kind of set up each other with all the motions and the stuff to distract the linebackers, the DBs. But, it allows us to run the ball against looks that maybe it's not a favorable, look to run against. And we've been doing it. I feel like ever since, we've been here since 2017, and the run game just continually evolves and evolves and evolves. And I think it's at a spot right now where we can kind of run against anything. And that's kind of what our goal is, which I appreciate.
This will also test the limits of stupid questions or not. But following up on that, you mentioned being able to run against different looks. The Packers, at least statistically, have lighter boxes than most teams in the league. What are the challenges or differences in running against teams that maybe, put 8 up there against you guys, or maybe just 6, as the Packers seem to do often?
The challenges?
Different about it.
It doesn't really matter, what look we get. We've ran against, 60 linemen. We've ran against 40 linemen on the ball. We run against, really, like you said, 8 in the box. We have plays that can attack any look. That's something that we've had to figure out. We've had games where, like, started 2020, first game of the season, Cardinals came out with 6 down linemen. And that was something that we had not expected. And, but at this point in our season, in the last 2 years, we've kind of gotten every single look, and teams seem to play us with every single look. And so that's kind of what we prep for every single week. So we have a team that can run a vast amount of plays against a vast, basically against any look. And that's why we're so efficient at our run game, because we practice against all the looks so that when we get them, we're not really surprised. We can play fast, we can play physical, and then we give our best players the ball to run with, and they find the openings. And, that's how we score all those touchdowns. We get all those yards after contact. It's because we practice against so many looks all the time. And that's just kind of a shout out to our coaches for giving us those looks.
Hey, George, self-assessment. How much has your offense changed from week 3? And then also, how much has the Green Bay Packers defense changed from week 3, since that was last time you guys faced off?
That's a twofer right there, Jennifer. That's crazy. Wow. Just all the hard hitting questions. I would say that our offense, I think the biggest thing I think that's changed about our offense is I think we have a kind of a different identity than we did back then. Obviously Debo's running the ball a lot more, but I would say this on top of that, if you go back and watch that game, we were kind of sloppy all over the field, whether it was protections, whether it was a run game, targeting. We were still trying to find our footing. We still made it a really good game there at the end until, last second field goal. And I think we're a much better team now than we were then. I think from all the ups and the downs, the wins, the losses, all the adversity that we've faced as an offense, all the game-winning drives we've had to, come on and, just to give ourselves a chance to get into the playoffs, has allowed us to become a way better team. And their defense, I think that they're healthier. They have more guys back. They have some of their star players back that, have missed a lot of games. So, that's going to be very beneficial to them. But the thing that they do really well, they know how to play. They know how to play together. They're very good at their scheme. They're not out of position very often. And they're a physical defense too. And they're used to playing in Lambeau, whether it's December, January, they're used to playing there. And I don't know if that really gives them advantage over us, because weather's weather. You're, unless it's like a rainstorm like it was against Indianapolis. I don't know how much the cold's going to affect it that much, other than just being cold. So looking forward to that. But it's going to be a very fun game to go against them.
Speaking of the cold, and I apologize, but as someone who played a lot of football in Iowa, do you have any tips that you give your teammates on ways to kind of forget about the cold or not make it as big a deal as everyone's making it?
I've played in some really cold games before. I think the coldest one we played was like minus 28 degrees with wind chill. That was really fun. My key to staying warm is just to play a lot of snaps. And so you keep your blood going. The heated seats and the heaters on the sideline are probably really nice. But hey, it's football. You can't really use the cold as an excuse. You just got to go out there and, perform at a high level. I think it's just going to be really fun. It's just a little bit more adversity for us to, try to battle through.
George, how did some first-time playoff guys like Brandon Ayuk and Elijah Mitchell do with the environment in Dallas, and how does that prepare them for, what could be an overwhelming scene Saturday night when you're in Green Bay, primetime game in the cold in a historic venue?
I thought all of our guys did a fantastic job of rising to the occasion. Dallas was a very hostile environment. I thought our Niners faithful did a fantastic job of showing up and showing out. But, it was a loud stadium. They have plenty of fans there. Got really loud there, especially at the end of the game when, they made it a comeback. But I didn't really see anyone flinch. It's like I said, we've gone through a lot as a team this year. We've dealt with a lot of wins and a lot of losses, a lot of tough losses. But, we always continue to, come right back, and we keep swinging, keep throwing punches. And Lambeau is going to be awesome. Historic stadium. Haven't played there since 2018. Very excited to go there. It's really kind of a dream come true. So looking forward to that experience, play a night playoff game at Lambeau, 0 degrees. And what more can you ask for?
George, I want to hear more about the -28 game. Where was it? When was it? And what do you remember about it?
I think that was 2012 season or 2013 season versus Michigan. I think that's what it was. I think it was a wind chill in Kinnick Stadium. I don't know if we won that game. No, actually, what was it? It was 2013. Michigan played us at Kinnick. I think it was like -28 with the wind chill, though. Super fun, very cold. I've played in a couple below 10, below like 15 degrees games, and it's very fun. Like I said, but I had a couple games. I remember my redshirt freshman where I didn't play, but I had to dress, and they didn't have enough coats for everybody. So I literally stood there on the sideline, and I wasn't allowed to wear sleeves either. So you just see like the 215-pound George Kittle standing there on the sideline shivering. It was really fun, just standing in front of a heater, trying not to get frostbite. So that's like the worst way to play in sub-zero games. But if you're actually on the field, you warm up pretty quick, and as long as you're not sitting for too long, you stay pretty warm.
George, wondering what the vibe is like in the locker room right now. Are you guys super hyped up and energetic? Is it more quiet and focused, or somewhere in between, something different?
Consistent to what it has been all year. Guys have energy. Guys are excited that we're playing football, and we're not on vacation. This is a team that wants to play football, and the fact that we've earned another opportunity to play. Guys, like I said, they're consistent. We're enjoying ourselves. We're listening to music. Guys are excited to practice. Guys are healthy. It's kind of fun just to feel the vibe of the locker room, and we're not making anything up. We're just doing the same things that we've been doing and continuing to try to play football at a high level.
George, Jimmy had mentioned when he got hurt in Tennessee that he knew he was a little bit banged up and the cameras would focus on him, so he kind of just played it off. Obviously, he got hurt in Dallas and played through it. What do you appreciate most about his toughness and battling through the way he does?
Football. You get banged up all the time. You land weird and you get hit weird. And a lot of people, you wouldn't be this far into your career if you just kind of said, I got to tap out, I'm sore, or that hurt a little bit too much. Football's a tough sport. You have to grind through things. You just kind of have to bite the bullet and say, this is going to really suck for the rest of the game or maybe the rest of the season, but I'm just going to deal with it. Jimmy could have, easily he had with a thumb, he could have tapped out and said, hey, I can't go anymore. You guys are on your own, but he didn't. He, took a week off and then came back and has played at a very high level since. And so, that's what you appreciate about him. He doesn't give up, just keeps grinding. And, he's continually leading this team to victories and giving us opportunities to play more football.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Goodbye.